Because ultimately, it doesn't matter about the type of relationship you have. 6 universal red flags that it's time to filter the wheat from the chaff. So let's go. Number 1, if they make everything about them.
You ever had a conversation with somebody and then you be like, dang, they didn't even ask me nothing about me. Like they just started talking and rambling. And by the time y'all get off the phone, you realize, hold on, you didn't even ask me about my day. You don't even know anything about me. You just got on the phone and just started talking, rambling. You didn't ask me anything about me. You didn't ask me if I was busy. You didn't ask me how my kids was doing. You didn't ask anything about me. You got on the phone, rambled about you, and then got off the phone.
Right? Any conversation so happens to always circle back to them. Their needs, their feelings, their drama, they become point and center. They don't ask you how you're doing. It's literally just about them. When you've just fostered that type of relationship for so long, you may not even necessarily realize someone that does care about you is going to also seek after your welfare. Some give or take, not just they're just taking, and they don't really express or show any interest in what you have going in. In what you have going on. Listen, it might be time to chop. Number 2, they disrespect your boundaries.
Don't let people become comfortable in disrespect. Like, don't let them adjust your boundaries to their desires. Stop allowing people to walk over you, because at the end of the day, if they keep pushing your boundaries, if they keep adjusting who you are and what you deserve to what they want, you're always going to feel disrespected. You're always going to feel like you're walked over. You're always going to feel less than, because you're allowing these people to continue to do what they want. You're going to continue to let them be in the places that they desire to be when they don't deserve it. Don't let people make disrespect a character trait for you.
Let's say you decide, you know what, I'm going to go off grid, do some self-reflection, have some time to myself and just figure some things out in my life. I don't want communication with anybody. I just want to focus on me. And yet they will keep texting and calling. Even worse, they will show up at your house. They will just appear, hi, when you have made it clear, but they don't give a heck. Their time is your time. They don't care what you've got going on. There's no respect for the boundaries that you have set. Another example, they might share your business with other people. Next thing, your business has now made it on front page news and everybody knows what is happening in your life. This person has gone and run their mouth. The whole world, like you told them in strict confidence, and yet your business has made it out into the universe. Another example, they will ask you for money. Even though you have made it clear that you are not comfortable, maybe your finances are not necessarily where you want it to be, and they know that, they will still come and lean on you. You know those wild ones. Oh, can you borrow me £500, £1,000? Listen, in today's day and age, people are not just able to hand out that type of money willy-nilly. No, they will just bypass everything, all of your wishes. Listen, we don't want wahala. We don't want people that are just going to bring us problems. Anyway, moving on to number 3. They are always attracting conflict. Hello, somebody.
I've really started to notice that the people who are always surrounded by drama, they're the problem. Because why are you always involved in somebody else's business, bro?
Simple. Like, people are not getting on with them. These people are against me. They want to see me fail. They might go from this workplace to that workplace and there's always problem. And you are in the center of all the problem. They are the common denominator. However many conflicts they want to come and report to you, why are you always in the middle of what is happening? Drama, chaos, instability. They very possibly enjoy gossiping. I find people that are part of drama and stuff is because they like to talk a lot. Sometimes, yeah, the flags are very bright. It's in your face. At this point, we are in a theme park. Don't ignore the signs. Everywhere they go at is wahala. Something is wrong there. It can't be all of these separate people, but you are the connection amongst everything that you are coming to report to me. So that is telling me a lot. And these days, because of my growth process, I refuse to ignore red flags. Nope, not doing it. If somebody is showing you who they are, believe what they are showing you, please. Don't doubt it. And what I find with people who are involved in conflict, yeah, don't come and now drag me into this wahala, because I will now be guilty by association. People are also going to think that that is how I also now operate. No, God forbid. That is not my portion. Number 4, they are secretly or overtly envious or jealous of you.
Uh-oh, the light shined on me again. The Lord's finna use me. When a person feels inadequate within themselves, that inadequacy can spill over and manifest as envy and jealousy. Why? Because you possess something they desire. When a person perceives themselves as lacking in certain areas, they compare themselves unfavorably to you or somebody else who possesses what it is that they desire. So now, because they focus on the things that they lack instead of appreciating the qualities that they have, they end up resenting the very person who possesses those qualities that they covet. Comparison is natural. Being envious or jealous to the points where you're trying to be destructive is not. That is a signal of the insecurities within them. For most people, it's not hard to admit that they admire something that somebody possesses. But for a person who has a deep-rooted feeling of inadequacy that has not done the work to actually work through those feelings, they can't admit that they simply just admire you. So if you are dealing with that type of person, if that person is around you, remove yourself from that person because they have some internal work to do, because they want to bring you to a level that they see themselves or that they perceive themselves at. Don't waste your time, honey. Burn the bridge. All right? Bye, babies.
She said burn the bridge. We are burning bridges this day, if you don't know. Your growth, your progress makes them uncomfortable if they themselves are not working on their own growth process. You share stuff with them. They don't even share excitement with you. They don't celebrate. They may compete. And that's lethal. We do not want people where their support is conditional. Listen, now, I once heard Kobe Bryant say in one of his speeches, he surrounds himself with people who are aiming for excellence. When you see someone win, yeah, because they're putting in effort and grind, in the same way you may be putting in effort and grind, you can really appreciate the level of hard work that they would have vested into themselves to get their lives to a certain point. You're just inspired by the work ethic of how they move, of how they operate. You're not threatened by it because you also are on your own path. So listen, we ain't got time for people who are going to be jealous and envious about what we've got going on because they don't want to get their backside off the chair and start doing things for themselves. We can't come and carry people. You know how tiring, that's what therapy is for. I will always be there for you to talk to provide support and stuff, yeah? But if you just want somebody that's going to listen to you complain constantly and you're never going to do anything about it, listen, I'm not the friend for you in it. I like people who, when you complain, okay, I get it. I understand. I'm even upset with you. But what's the next move then? What are we saying? How are we going to overcome this obstacle? Because if you're not coming with that type of talk, please, my friend. Anyway, I spent a lot of time on that one. Number 5. Yay, this one. You feel drained following interactions with this person. After you just feel depleted, the well and fountain of life that sits within you has become so dry. We can even see the cracks in your spirit, like the ground in the desert when water is sparse. Listen, no.
Every time I talk to you, you're draining me. What are you bringing to the table? You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't look at people for what could you do for me, but after a while, that becomes a thing, especially when you're draining me.
That's a fact.
Because now I'm noticing I'm not getting watered at all from here. Okay, if I cut this off, I will be better.
You know, like that. If I lock this person off, yeah, and I cut them out of my life, things will actually be better for me. That's how you know. Like she's saying, every time you talk to them, you come away and you feel drained every time. It's like a continuous, constant cycle. Life is tough as it is. Cost of living problems. Things have changed. So independent of you being in my life, life is already a something. And then now you're telling me that you want to come into my life and also be draining the small energy that I have. Not for me. God wants the best for me. And that sort of relationship is not the best for me. It's not. No, I need to feel built up and edified. Iron sharpens iron. If that is not going to be the case, please, I beg, let me be. All I can say is that you are not for me. Number 6. 6. They're only around when they need something.
This happens so often because a lot of people confuse like genuine friendships with trauma bonds. I think it is completely normal to be there for people when they're going through things. That's what friends do. But that is supposed to be energy that is reciprocated, right? And not saying that this one friend going through a tough time and you're not going through a tough time means that you need to expect them to be there for you the same way that you'll be there for them. Sometimes you're going to be pouring into somebody that needs a lot of pouring, right? They need to build themselves back up. However, if they do not switch the roles and look out for you when you're in the same position, that's not your friend. It's just not. You're their therapist.
Boom. Like he said, we will all go through difficult times. Granted, there will be times when you fall and I will be there to be a leaning shoulder. Lean on me. You know what I mean? Help you to walk this walk and get through this period of your life. Similarly, there's going to be times when I'm also down. I would expect and hope and anticipate that you will be there for me, because that is what a friendship covenant is. So if somebody is just only around when they need something, listen, I remember it was just constant, can you do this? Can you do that? Needless to say, that person exited my life a very long time ago. But it taught me the type of people that I do not want to entertain in my life. If you're just around me because of what you can get from me, it's a heck no. Constantly want help or support or money or a favor. But then when the table is turned, all of a sudden they're unavailable. They disappear. They're dismissive. The energy is not reciprocated in the friendship. What other sign do we need? It's not a blessing to me. It's not. You're inconveniencing my safe space and my peace. You may have already been thinking, I might need to give this person the chop. And maybe this has now come to confirm that decision. Listen, life is too short in it to go through struggles with people on an optional basis, because at the end of the day, it's not by force. Let them go. Let God protect your focus and keep on moving forward. It's a bright new day. You're here with your girl, Miss Annie J. I'm gonna give them what they want, cause I came to slay. And nothing's ever gonna take my joy away. I'm about that life.